Hi, I'm Gail. I work at Bisbee Blue Jewelry here at the Lavender Pit in Bisbee. This business has been here since 1972. The owners of this business approached the mine company to lease the rights to the turquoise from the mine company, and they agreed. Many have already read about the turquoise and want to come here to see it. And then we have a lot of visitors that are just driving by and take a look at the pit and then decide to check out the store that's here. Well, with the status of the economy, it has just gotten so bad and people are not traveling. Her main product is the jewelry, and gas and food come before buying jewelry. And since the tourism is down extremely and people aren't moving because of gas and so forth, that has cut her business down so badly that she cannot afford to stay open any longer.
Hypothetically speaking, do you think like something like this could have, if it would have came sooner, could have helped your business?
You know, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that if the outer area of the property were more inviting and more interesting, that more people would have stopped and come in. Mm-hmm. I think right now it just kind of looks too plain. Many people come in and say, oh, I didn't even know you were open. So I do think that something like your art would attract attention and draw people.
I'm Melissa Holden, and I'm the director of Central School Project, a nonprofit arts center in Bisbee. And today we have our annual Make Youth Festival. Right now, Bisbee School District goes to school 4 days a week alone. They don't go to school 5 days a week anymore. And if they didn't pass that little buffer last year, there would have been no arts programming. So we feel a great pressure to bring these kids these experiences, and luckily, you know, some foundations and corporations are really stepping up, realizing what a dire situation it is to give us funding to be able to bring this to the kids, because you know, it's kind of scary times with the budgets right now, and we're waiting again this year to see what might be cut.
Tombstone gets 500,000 visitors. Bisbee only draws about 50,000. It's just, even though I know it's right up the road, we don't get the pull from Tombstone. So just imagine having these sculptures in Tombstone all pointing towards the remaining cluster of sculptures in Bisbee, and then it takes you further west towards all these other opportunities that we just discussed. Now you're drawing from an already huge audience and pulling it through the region. So that's why, going back to the economic impact, you can't even begin to quantify it, because you can't tell what's going to happen until you do it.
Control what people think of your music, so good or bad, you know. So I'm happy with whatever good reaction people have. Although I like it if people can like guess what exactly I was sort of going for, but yeah, that song was I never write like songs about girls, but yeah, Bedroom Drum is like probably one of the only songs about a girl. So I had this opportunity to go to China, and I had been before. And I just wanted to get out of the music world, and I was just burnt out on it. And so I went there with like the intention of staying for like 5 years. And what happened was that label ended up hearing the record when I was over there and wanted to put it out. I actually waited a few years though. I found out like the week I got there that he wanted to put it out, and I was like, you know, sorry man, I'm not really gonna be in the States. But like 2 years later, I decided to move back and make it a band again. So and it kind of just went from there.
It's a 1.97 mile track with 12 turns in it. And we've hosted every event from Indy to NASCAR to ALMS to SCCA racing.
A couple of drifters came up to us about a year ago and said, hey, we're interested in doing a drifting series. They actually just wanted to find a back parking lot somewhere where they can just drift. And our organization called the Farm Project, basically what we do is we take ideas and then create them into reality. And so we decided to take on this whole venture, jumped into it, and here we are 6-8 months later and stuff. And so we have a full series. This is now the only active series in the Portland area and stuff for drifting. And we've seen this continue to grow. I mean, it just grew exponentially in like, I don't know, like 3-4 months.
This is the only park that I know of that's a public park, and the only racetrack that's a public park in the United States. What makes this track fantastic is we are not 5 minutes from a major metropolitan area in the United States.
Normally, I think it's $45 per person. It's a normal cost, and includes all the tastings. And then I think right now we're running some web specials where it's I think like $39, $39.99, I believe. Look on our website. So this tour we just did, we had visit the dump truck, which had little dumpling tastings. That was cool. That was cool too. Visited Bao PDX, which does banh mi, so Vietnamese sandwiches. Visited Eurotrash. Did a little fish and chip tasting. Flojine for a little southern food. Who else? We did Korean twist for a little Mexican taco. And finished up with salmon fusion for a little salmon chop. The tour, we started at the Mark Spencer Hotel. We visited three of the 4 downtown pods. So Alder Street, which is the largest, and we visit the one on 5th and Oak, 5th and Stark. So we try and do an array of different ethnic foods, spicy, not spicy, meat, some vegetarian options. We try and get a nice array of different types of food you can find in the food courts. We try and pick the best ones.